Hi, I'm Brady Springe, and we live our lives by this, the clock. Now, every year in the United States, we change it twice a year, once forward, once back. Why do we do that? Well, it's known as daylight savings time, and it's a tradition found by our forefathers. Now, it's become an archaic tradition, and through through the history, statistics, and other countries, I can prove that this is an unnecessary tradition that we still use in the United States. The daylight savings time was created by Benjamin Franklin in 1780, and what it was for at the time has become changed. What we think now is that it was for crop rotation, and so we have better harvest. This is very much wrong. They started it to save power, and this was because they tried to get most efficiency out of the daylight when they did not have lights like we do today. They use candlelight most of the time. So they had to try to get more efficiency out of the sun than we do. Today, of course, because we have lights, this is null and void. Power has allowed us to make it so we don't need to use the sun all the time. We can work at night even though we don't have the sun. And to move on through using statistics to back up this very same point, in 2009, the Department of Transportation made a study, and it showed that on these 2 weeks, no matter in the fall when we go back an hour or the spring when we move up an hour, it did not matter. We're 80% more likely to crash on the highway. This is during that full week. So if you change it on a Monday, and then it moves on to that next Monday. This was proven in 2008, 2009, and 2011. They did not continue the study in 2010. They lost funding. But this is also it's not also putting our lives in danger. And work and school, this is also a problem. Students are 50% more likely to do worse on the test during these weeks than other weeks in general. And when we have a big problem or a huge thing with funding and tests right now, the daylight savings time is not helping anyone in this situation. And in the workplace, people are more likely to be groggy, be less efficient, and there's more likely to be firings during these weeks. This in turn makes the whole the whole state and country's economy falter because we still abide by this tradition that is no longer needed. Now, if we look to other countries, the European Union or Latin America and South America, they are getting rid of it. Brazil and Germany are two big proponents of this. Brazil, a not fully developed country like the United States, has decided to get rid of it because, again, they don't need it anymore. In development, they've learned that crops don't need it, so why do we? And Germany is the big person in the European Union fighting for it because they've learned that during these weeks, they showed a 2-week study that their economy falters during these 2 weeks. They actually lose millions and millions of dollars because of that. The United States has not gone into a study for that, so they have not seen that yet. So through all three of these points, why are we still on a tradition like daylight savings time? There's no advantageous part of this. Even through all the research I've done to find all of my information, I have not found any site or any government site that showed me any advantageous part to daylight savings time. Really, all it's doing is putting our lives in danger, putting our workplace in danger, and putting our economy in danger. So this, much like a few other holidays, needs to beg the question to the United States: why are we still doing this? Thank you.